everyone, and welcome back to This Week in Paris. It's a new year and we haven't seen you in a couple weeks, so we have quite a few updates for you today. I'm Justine, I'm sure you know that by now, and this is Nancy, and I'm going to let Nancy take it away.
So one of the things that I want to talk to you about today is the use of calendars as evidence. It's a new year, we're all getting fresh new calendars out and starting new resolutions. So the clients that you work with, make sure that they have a calendar and encourage them to jot down notes. I got a phone call from my caseworker on this day. I had a call from my landlord today to see about repair work or something. Those sorts of things can be jotted down, and that can actually be used as evidence in a landlord intent hearing or other sorts of legal issues. So encourage that sort of behavior.
That's it on that. The next thing we want to remind you of is our legal training event that's coming up on January 21st. So I'm sure most of you know about it by now, and I'm sure many of you have registered. But that will be at the Victoria Park Pavilion. And registration is going to stay open until January 14th, so a week before the event. So you have about a week and a couple days to register. And there are spots still available, so we encourage you to register as soon as possible.
And another issue I want to talk about, being a new year, is addressing the issue of mail anxiety with your clients and the folks that you provide service to. So when I say mail anxiety, I'm talking about receiving letters or bills in the mail and then just not even being able to deal. Sometimes people will throw out their mail, they won't open it, it'll collect in a pile, and a lot of issues can be solved if they're addressed in a timely way, or sometimes, on the other hand, bad things can happen if things aren't addressed in a timely way. So there might be time limitations for things to be addressed. So if this isn't something that you're already aware of happening with your clients, that might be an issue to bring up at your next client meeting. It's something that I see quite a bit. Clients will come in with a stack of mail that hasn't been opened and just say, I can't deal with this. It's too stressful. I'm scared. So working through that anxiety and de-escalating some of those emotional responses to mail, that might be a good thing to work on in the new year. And also keeping documents, even if you can encourage the folks you work with to have a shoebox on their fridge, or one of those plastic envelopes you get from the dollar store, and just stash the mail once it's opened in there, so that if there's a need to rely on documents in the future, they're readily available.
The last thing we want to address is we just want to welcome any new social work students that are coming into practicums in the new year. So our agency is welcoming an MSW student tomorrow who will be with us for several months. So I'm sure that's the case at many agencies. So we just want to welcome them, and we look forward to working with all of you.
All right, well, Happy New Year.
And we'll see you next week.